Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Okay, we are live, and we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Overdue Bills podcast, and we're definitely excited today. Definitely have an action-packed show, as they say. Definitely got a lot of things going, a lot of things brewing, a lot of things to talk about. A huge game coming up on Sunday that we need to talk about. But before we do that, let me introduce the guys here today. Rad, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Happy to be here, man. Another great week to talk football, man. Bills win, so you know what I mean. So I'm happy to be on here. Let's get it.
Absolutely, Bills win. It's always a good time when the Bills win, and I have our guy, your guy, Matt, aka Matty Ice. Matt, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm enjoying this last bit of good weather. You know, I got a round of golf in today in November.
Wow.
Beautiful to say that. You know, just enjoying it, man. Happy to be here off another Bills dub. Big week, ready to talk some football.
Matt, it was cold outside. I don't know why you was out there, but
you know what though? It wasn't bad.
I was gonna let him rock. Yeah,
it was freezing outside. But shout out to Matt. Shout out to everybody that was out there today. And listen, y'all know, y'all see him here. Some may call him Top Op. You know,
that's crazy.
Sure. A friend. Listen, since we started this podcast, we had guests on from other teams. And this guy he's been there ever since, right? You know, we reached out, literally, for sure, love. We reached out in the metaverse, as they say, and he responded. And literally ever since then, he's been on every year, and it's definitely been a rivalry to say the least. And it's our guy CJ. CJ, how you doing, man?
Gang, how y'all doing, bro? I'm good. I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed.
Absolutely.
Yo, I can't believe we played. Since we started this pod, we literally played the Chiefs every year. Regular season, postseason. Yeah, it's like it's kind of crazy. It's like a real life rivalry. This
tradition.
We're
gonna make up and do a live show one of these years.
This is crazy. It's crazy.
At least one
it's crazy.
Top Up. Yeah, we like.
I'll take it.
So yeah, we definitely got an action-packed show.
Shout out to Mike D.
What's up, baby?
For sure. Appreciate him in the comments. Listen, shout out to everybody in the comments. Let me do this. OverdueBillsPod.com. OverdueBillsPod.com. That's where you can get all your Overdue Bills content, all your Overdue Bills gear, merch, all those amazing things. Go tap in to the website. Shout out to Buffalo fan base. We appreciate the partnership with them, presented by 26 Shirts. Definitely shout out to them. And Matt, if you can do this for me, let the people know who is sponsoring this show and every other show of the Overdue Bills podcast.
Yes, sir. This episode and every other episode of the Overdue Bills podcast is brought to you by Art of Glass Smoke Shop. Just like the Bills on the field, Art of Glass lights the competition up off the field. Buffalo's one-stop shop for any and all of your smoking needs. They'll provide you with anything you need to get you right. Art of Glass Smoke Shop has a huge selection of CBD, kratom, scales, rolling papers, and so much more. Stop in at any one of their Western New York locations today and get everything you need. They also offer a premium cigar lounge located at 3495 Delaware Avenue in Kenmore. Stop in today, check them out, mention the Overdue Bills podcast, and receive 50% off all glass purchases and a free cigar lounge free day pass access to their premium cigar lounge located at 3495 Delaware Avenue. Definitely go check those guys out. I was at a Veterans Day event there last night. They definitely showed some love, looked out for the veterans. Shout out to my guy Johns from Cigar Vets. They do good things, man. They
he's on those studies.
yeah, it's smoking a couple stoves, having a good time. But more importantly, they raise some money for some veteran organizations, and then they also send out cigars to soldiers overseas. So that's another cool thing that they do. So that's shout out to those guys.
Facts.
Absolutely. Shout out to Art of Glass. Definitely appreciate it.
And happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Shout out to my pops. He is a Marines. Hoorah. Shout out to the vets.
Absolutely. Shout out to all the vets. Shout out to Art of Glass. We appreciate them. We ask you to like and share, rate and review, subscribe, do all those amazing things. Get the video out. We appreciate everybody on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. Listen, we know y'all there. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're definitely looking at the comments. Thank you. And with that being said, let's get into the show. We're gonna have a creative show today. But so we're gonna do the quick question of the day. Quick question. I have two questions because I think the people want to know. The people definitely want to know. So the first quick question is, because all of us Bills fans want to know, and I'm gonna ask CJ first. All of us Bills fans want to know. How does it feel to be the number one team who kind of cheats to win? I think everybody wants to know. I think that you've taken the place of the Patriots for whatever reason. Like somehow or another, games fall into your favor. Like it's just like it seems like every week, like y'all find a new way, like literally a new way to like figure something out, to scheme some way. I don't know if it's cause being, and I don't know what's going on. But no, seriously, I like as a Chiefs fan, because we're looking at it from the outside and it's like, oh my god, like how is this even possible? So as a Chiefs fan,
I'm just waiting for the scandal to drop. I'm just waiting for the
legit. Like no, seriously,
and
like
Swift, something gonna drop, bro. I'm waiting for it, bro. It is what it is.
Oh god.
As a Chiefs fan, like how, like what is that feeling to feel like, yo, we keep finding like it's something else. Like it can't just be us.
It's always something. No, in fact, it feels it's deja vu, bro. Like we all around the same age. So growing up watching New England and the Patriots play every year, as y'all know, y'all division rivals. Every week, every year, they would do something crazy. Like, bro, why is it always them? Like something that's beneficial, like a ball would bounce their way, a tip pass, a call, a coach would get here, a player would come fall in their lap, like Randy Moss. Like, why do y'all get the stuff? Y'all already been doing all the winning. Now I know how it feels. So, like, when I was giving Patriots fans all that flack in high school and middle school growing up, now I can't talk shit no more, bro. I can keep it to myself because I'm on the other side now. You feel me? So I can't say nothing. So all the thoughts, all the conspiracies, I watched all the reaction videos from the Broncos game. It's all valid, bro. I feel your pain. I understand where y'all coming from. I used to be one of y'all. I get it, bro. You feel me? I can't get mad, bro. I used to be on that.
I used to be one of y'all. You look down on us? Is you looking down on us now, bro?
No. I'm a man of people, you know what I'm saying? But I know how it feels to be on the team that's like, bro, we've been doing a lot of ways. Like, we all started doing the pod together, 2018, 2019? So yeah, it's been a long time. We in 2024, bro. We've been in an AFC Championship game or a Super Bowl every year. That's a long time, bro. Some kids don't know nothing but the Chiefs winning. So, like you said, bro, from the outside looking in, it does look fishy. So I completely understand, bro. I knew we could block it, but I thought he was gonna miss it. I was telling my friends he about to smoke the kick because it's too much pressure. But for that's even more hilarious. So the reactions are very well warranted for sure.
I can't lie. So I think I contributed to that though too, because in our group chat I was like, oh man, Broncos got to finish it up here. It's going to be a good week to talk. And I was mentioning that you were coming on, and then 2 seconds later they blocked the kick, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, they just took that storyline away from, still a storyline, but man, it would have been sweeter, with this game for first place.
Facts. Facts.
But it is what it is.
Facts. Absolutely.
I would say for me, I like. It's cheating. Like, of course, it's definitely cheating. Like, no. On a serious note, like it's like creative ways to allow the Chiefs to kind of get ahead. Oh. But listen, that's neither here nor there. That's my personal opinion. Listen, that's my personal opinion. But let's get into the show. I said I had a couple questions. I don't want to get into it. I definitely want to get into it. But since we got CJ on the show, here's what I want to do, especially for every Bills fan. We're going to look forward, and especially with the Chiefs coming up, right? I want to do a mid-season report, right? Because obviously, some would say the two best teams in football, not just necessarily the AFC, but in football. But, the Chiefs and the Bills, right? 7-2, 9-0, the only undefeated team. Obviously, this is the biggest game of the season, bar none, by far, without question. Right. So I want to ask this question. I do want to ask this question to all Bills fans, and we have a Chiefs fan. I want to go to the guests first. Who's having a better season, Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes? And the reason why I ask that is because Pat Mahomes is undefeated, right? He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to win over and over and over again. That's what you do. That's what we do. Wins matter. But obviously, statistically, Josh Allen is having a way better season. Like Pat, I don't know what's going on with Pat Mahomes. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, they keep winning. But whatever. But I was going to ask you, in your mind and in your eyes, I guess it's like, what do you value more? But who's having a better season for you?
Yeah, from a quarterback standpoint, it's Josh Allen. So like, it's not even quite the two best QBs in the game right now have been Lamar Jackson, one. Like obviously, he's playing like an MVP, and then Josh Allen's right behind him. So Joe Burrow's not far off, even though he's had a couple guys in and out. But Pat hasn't been himself. He'll be the first person to say that. I actually just listened to him do an interview, kind of like what we're doing right now on the drive home from work. So he knows he has to be better. He's missing throws. Obviously, he still figures out ways to win games. The only impressive stat I will give him credit for, he's I think the highest QBR in the fourth quarter. So he's figuring out ways to win games when it counts the most. So obviously the stats throughout the whole season and the turnovers are kind of wishy-washy, like some are tipped off hands and the D-line may get their hand up and stuff like that. But from a QB standard standpoint, Pat's not having a good year. So Josh Allen's clearly having the better year out of the two. But overall, like when the plays need to be made at the end of the game, he figures out ways to make the throws that he has to make. So, but from an overall QB standpoint, Josh Allen's definitely having a better year for sure. He's on my fantasy team too, so just disclaimer. So,
if you're in the comments, let me know in the comments how you feel, Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes. So, Matt, what do you say, Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta piggyback that. I mean, obviously, statistically, you know, if you look side by side, Josh is having the better year, and then there's the people that want to point out the obvious. Oh, Pat is throwing interceptions. They were just killing Josh last year for leading the league in interceptions. Why aren't they doing it to Pat? Blah blah blah. So you hear things like that, you definitely know he's not up to his standard. But at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is wins. So and he's doing that. So I would say, I gotta just double down on that. Yes, statistically, Josh is playing better, but right now Pat's winning, so he's got the upper hand no matter what. So
you say Pat Mahomes is having a better year?
No, I'm saying Josh is having the better years. Well, yeah, Josh is having the better year statistically, but they're still like neck and neck. So I can't really give the nod to one or the other because Pat's winning the most important stat.
Interesting. Right, how you feel? I was surprised on that. How you feel?
Yeah, I gotta go with Josh. I think people QB wins is always a debate. Who the quarterback wins is like, how, what I mean? How much you gonna give it to the quarterback when the quarterback wins? Chiefs defense, top 5 defense in football, right? Day in day out, and we see how we see yesterday even the special team showed up for y'all. So Chiefs been the top 5 defense all year long. The Bills, surprisingly, we have ups and downs. We get in there, we getting back healthy. Milano just got from the IR. He we'll see if he get back this week or maybe next week or something like that. But our defense has been a little more shakier. Y'all been more consistent. Y'all been finding ways to win. Now, finding ways to win, I give you that as a team. But I think Josh Allen has had higher heights this year as far as carrying the whole team on his back on certain wins. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it to Josh Allen right now because right now, yes, he's playing better. But would I rather be 8-0? Probably. But I want that home. I want that home. I want that bye, and I want the playoffs to come through Buffalo. That's what I want. So I'd rather have the record, yes, but the quarterback right now, I edge to Josh Allen, slight edge.
I would say for me, y'all know how I give it up. I think it's Pat Mahomes. I don't think it's close, to be completely honest. I say this all the time. Wins matter. That's the only stat that matters in my opinion. Wins. I just want to win. I want to win, even though they may be cheating. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, awful. It's just not good. But for whatever reason, CJ said he's finding ways to win, and that's the quarterback that I want. No matter what it is, find a way to win. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care how bad you can have the worst game, even like the Jared Goff game, 5 interceptions. Find a way to win the game.
Like, but that's not all on Patrick Mahomes. The defense hasn't playing great.
Okay, that's fine. Shout out to the defense. But what I'm saying is
special team just had a missed field goal as a blocked field goal.
I get that.
Pat Mahomes had he missed Travis Kelce on the pass.
That's fine, Rat. But
it was like terrible. Like they should have lost that game. That's a loss.
Here's the thing. This is what we know. This is what we know. Show up. He get the credit when we win. He get the credit when they lose. So when they win, he's gonna get the credit. I'm just gonna give him all the credit. Like I'm going to do that.
But
that's what we do.
Yeah, but I have eyes.
You can have as many eyes as you want. But he said, it's just it is what it is. Like we live in what we live in, right? You can have as many eyes as you want. This is the world we live in. This is the system that we've subscribed to. So shout out to Pat Mahomes. Like for me, it's like Josh. Like you have to figure out that point of it. Like win those games. Figure out the Ravens game. Figure out how to win that game. I don't know how you're gonna figure it out, but just figure it out. Like that's what I want from my quarterback. I think that's the next step for Josh in his maturation. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how to win. Because like we saw Brady did it. Super Bowls against the Rams. Figure it. I don't care. I don't talk to the defense. That's still leadership. It's something. You know what I'm saying? It is something. It's something in the air. So shout out to that. I just want to ask that question just to kind of check the temperature. And I want to ask this. I want to ask everybody in the comments. I want us to just kind of get a bird's eye view mid-season report. For both of our teams. Obviously, we're going to be in the playoffs. We don't necessarily know 1 and 2. We know in the AFC right now, Chiefs is 1, Bills is 2. But I'm gonna go to you, Matt, first. Matt, who in the AFC? You can start there, and then just overall, like as far as the NFC, what teams are you looking at when we get there? Right, when we get to the playoffs, AFC, and even beyond Super Bowl, like what teams are you looking at to say like, okay, this is a team that we may have to play them. This is a team that it's gonna be a tough run.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, right now, for me, it's the Chiefs and the Ravens, right? So, I think we're the clear 3 top dogs in the AFC right now, and one of those teams is going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. So I'm looking at those two teams. Everybody else, I'm really not even looking at. Houston in the beginning of the season, Houston was on that radar. They're not on that radar for me anymore. They're on a little bit of a downslide. Our division, we own our division, guys. So I'm not worried about Miami or the Jets of the world, and any other really team in the AFC. Pittsburgh, I think they're a fallacy right now as well. So they don't scare me either. Yeah, they're it's just those.
He ain't think otherwise. So I ain't think otherwise.
And I can see that. We'll see this week. They play Baltimore this week, right? We'll see how they fare against their division.
Gonna be a goodie too.
That's going to be a good one, but we'll really see what they're made of this weekend. I think they don't really scare me though, to be honest.
Interesting. CJ, how you feel? What teams are y'all looking at, if any?
I mean, obviously, it's always the Trinity, like us, us two, Baltimore. I feel the same way Matt does. I had Houston coming into the season. That's one of the teams that could possibly starting off tier 2, could be a tier 1 team. But the way their O-line's playing, Diggs is out for the year, which I hate to see that. I know that's y'all guy. Nico,
definitely not our guy.
He said, "Not no more."
Yeah, not our guy.
It's love. It's always love.
It's definitely not love for me.
It's love.
No, but no. The way their O-lines play, I mean, their defense kept them in the game. But like Matt said, you got 5 turnovers, you can't win a football game. I can't take you seriously, bro. There's just no way. You're at home Sunday night prime time. That game means everything to you. This is a game that could possibly bring up like playoff implications as far as record and seeding, and they give you the ball 5 times on top of the fact you had a 23-7 lead at halftime and you didn't win. So definitely can't take Houston that seriously. I think it's just the same 3, us 2 and Baltimore. Sneaky teams would be like Pittsburgh. They haven't played any division games yet, so that kind of concerns me. I know they're playing well now, but you haven't played Baltimore, you haven't played Cincinnati, you haven't played Cleveland. So I want to see what they look like after that, because we only got half a season left. You got all 6 of those division games left. So I think it's still the same 3 coming into the season. It's Pat, Lamar, and Josh, and we're going to figure out who's going to be the one to play. This game is everything for us because it eventually could be the 1 seed game type of situation. So, yeah, I think it's still the same 3. Nothing really changes for me this week, honestly.
Right, how you feel?
For me, I say this. Obviously, y'all talked about the obvious teams, so I'm gonna go a little deeper. Pause.
No Diddy.
That was crazy. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say I want the 1 seed, right? Because I do want to avoid the say if Bengals get it going and Bengals get hot. We know what they have. We know that the firepower. We saw what they in a loss, obviously, but we saw what Jamar Chase Joe Burrow and T. Higgins haven't played. You know what I mean. And then Chase Brown coming on, he looked like he could be a problem as well. So I don't want to. I'm not saying avoid, but you also, if they get hot and you got to play them in the first round, second round, it's crazy. So I don't want to deal with them. And I also sleeper team. I know, sleeper team for me, it's the Chargers, bro. I think Harbaugh gonna have the team, like a team that's not gonna make a mistake, that's gonna come in there and just play and not make a mistake. I think a Harbaugh-led team is always going to be a problem for me. Like they can just come in there and just be okay. You know what I'm saying? Not in a playoff atmosphere. They you know what I'm saying? They're going to be steady. So I think them the two teams, Bengals and the Chargers, are the two teams. If I'm not going to bring up the obvious Ravens and Chiefs, obviously, if I'm not bringing them two up, the other two teams I say that's coming up to me on my eyes is Bengals. If they get it right, if they get hot, we'll see. And then the Chargers is steady Eddie. And they're gonna be good enough where they can be an annoying team and hard out in the playoffs.
I would say I like that. Only for us when you say the Chargers, because J.K. Dobbins, Edwards, right? We have issues with stopping the run. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be a concern. They do,
and they're not gonna beat themselves. Well, Harbaugh, right, the Chargers beat themselves. The Chargers in general, they're crazy. But Harbaugh, yeah. Now that's a whole different and
they got some horses.
It's not the same old Chargers.
Yeah, I like that. I would say for me, it's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs in Baltimore. I think all those other teams that you named, we should be able to beat them, especially at home. And we're going to be at home, so I don't think that should be an issue. Like those two teams, like we're gonna have to play. Right? You know what I mean? We got to show up. We have to see what's going on. And for me, as far as in the AFC, in the NFC, like Detroit winning that game against Houston, like I like dirty wins. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I do.
No diddy.
Yeah, I like it. I like it because like that's it. It's a test for any. It does. It brings it out. It's like, okay, I don't know what Jared Goff was doing, but like,
boy was drunk.
It's like win. Like they won the game. It doesn't matter. Like any of those things does not matter. You move on to the next week, and I like those ones because that's playoff. Like playoff football is you just don't know what's going to happen. Things can go wrong. You can have slow starts. You can throw interceptions, but it's like at the end of the day, can you come out victorious? And that's what you need to do. That was a good win for them. Like, right, that was a good team they beat, and they came. They fought back from adversity. They did not get low. Like stuff like that. That works for me. So you know what I'm saying? And looking at that, obviously that's looking way ahead. But Super Bowl, that's a real thing, right? That's a real thing.
And Detroit is not playing another game outside. They playing all domes the rest of the season.
Games. Yeah, that's
rest
crazy.
of the season. So they're gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna and they're gonna get the 1 seed. So it's going everything coming to Detroit. So they're not playing outside or inclement weather the rest of the season. So Detroit is definitely. It's a team that's definitely eyeing for that Super Bowl. It's probably gonna be there.
For sure, yo. That's my cousin. He wilding in the
he going crazy.
Yeah, we wilding. But listen, let's do this. Let's do this. We got this segment on our show. Rad Juice Player of the Game, where we talk about the previous game that we just played. Obviously, we played the Colts. I played Denver. So I'll give you a space in order to talk about a player that you want to highlight. You know what I'm saying on that. And then that's just a player that we may have to look at, right? Going into this game. But this is the Rad Juice Player of the Game. And I'm going to go to Matt first to have his Rad Juice Player of the Game. So a player that you want to highlight against the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. But before we do that, Rad, let the people know who's sponsoring this segment.
All right, bet. This segment is brought to you by Rad Juice. Real fruit, real flavor, real kids. Tired of the same old drinks? Rad Juice is here, crafted by young entrepreneurs with a passion for taste. Experience nature's finest in every sip. No artificial additives, just pure refreshment. Explore 3 exciting flavors: peach, strawberry, and tropical. And now you can find Rad Juice at 2 convenient locations near you. 716 Premium, located at 425 Elmwood. And Sweet Cheeks Cake Bar, located at 1685 Hurdle Avenue. Elevate your refreshment game with Rad Juice, created by kids, enjoyed by everyone. Grab yours today.
Shout out to Rad Juice. Matt, who's your Rad Juice player you want to talk about?
You know what? I'm not going to steal Rad's because I kind of have a feeling I know where he's going. If not, then he'll disappoint me in Rad fashion. But I'm gonna go with somebody that nobody is gonna think that is gonna get picked today. I'm gonna go with Mac Hollins. So I think I was talking about it, with people at work. I think I talked about it maybe on the show last week. He's doing a lot of the little things that are helping us win games, man. I mean, he's like Josh Reed was in that wide receiver core years ago. He does all the little things. He's dependable in the pass game. He blocks downfield. He makes tackles on special teams, and it seems like he makes a third down play every week. So shout out to Mac Hollins. He's a little weird, but he does what he has to do, and he's definitely helping us win some football games and contributing all around.
Okay, Matt Hollins. All right, Matt. Rad, who is your Rad Juice player?
Yeah, I'm hopefully I don't disappoint Matt. You got to go Teron Johnson.
Oh yeah.
He had a great game. Pick six, obviously. The offense was shorthanded. No Coleman, no Cooper. Kincaid went out after the first quarter, I think. And the defense needed to show up, and he was the first one to show up for us. So Teron Johnson, pick six. I think he had a sack also. He just was all over the field. He's all over the field. He almost had another interception that he dropped. You got to catch that one too. But Teron Johnson, the best. They were talking about the two nickels in the game with the Colts. I forgot what's his name. Moore. Is it Moore? I forgot. Whatever.
Kenny Moore. Yeah.
Kenny Moore and Teron Johnson. They were saying the two best. And I think they both had interceptions this game. So I think Teron Johnson showed up. He's great. I gotta give him love. That's been my guy since the last 4 years. I've been on the Teron Johnson train. That's my guy. So Teron Johnson, Rad Juice player of the game.
For me, and I actually don't want to do this. But I have to do this because it's just who I am. I'm highlighting Ed Oliver, and the reason why I'm highlighting Ed Oliver is because he's not a good player. I don't know what's going on, but the last time I did this, he started playing better. I don't know if he's listening, but Ed Oliver needs to play better, and that's why I'm highlighting him. He's not playing good at all. It seems like every time I look up, he's going the opposite way. He's never making havoc. He's never pushing anybody a certain direction. Like, I don't know. He's just not dominating the game like he once did. He's very nimble, but he's not getting any movement. And it is very frustrating for me. So I want to highlight Ed Oliver and let him know that I'm watching you and that you're actually not playing good. So shout out to him. Hopefully he can do something. And let me say this. I know y'all see, I seen DeMar Hamlin the other day. I was out and about. I seen DeMar, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the vibes. And DeMar is playing a little bit better. And I'm not going to say I don't want to attribute that to myself, but I will say is that he is playing better after he's seen me. Y'all can do the math.
Sam's credit.
I was giving it a stack bundle. That's the vibes. But okay, we gave our record. So we got a guest on the show. And I don't know. There's not a lot to talk about with the game that you just had. But if you want to highlight some player, let us know who you want to highlight.
Yeah, I mean, one of our biggest players, I've been the unsung hero for this team all year, Leo Chenal. He's actually the guy who blocked the kick for the field goal, ironically, but he's been one of our, if we had to give out a most improved player at the end of the season, I'm already giving it to Leo Chenal. Wow. He's our third-year linebacker out of Wisconsin. Obviously, he's done so many good things for us. He's played 5-tech. We lined him up at nose at times, and we're doing speed pressures. We've lined him up at the edge, outside tight end. We've done 3-tech with him. That kid lines up everywhere. He plays off the ball linebacker. He does everything for us right now. So he's obviously been the utility guy, and obviously the Chiefs preach versatility and being able to do more than one thing. So he's easily a guy. If I had to give our most important player for that game, outside of the obvious block kick to win the game, it's easily been him. He's been that guy for us all year. Shout out to my sister Jody. You feel me?
Hey Jody.
What's up, Jody? But no, we've had a lot of guys we've had a lot of injuries, a lot of attrition this year, obviously, as you can tell. So we've had to have a lot of guys that have to step up and play roles they're not used to playing. Leo Chenal is the definition of being a versatile player. He really does everything the coaches ask him to do. He'll play special teams. He'll do off-ball linebacker, on the ball. He'll blitz. He'll cover. There's really nothing you can ask him to do. He's the definition of a football player that you would want on your team for sure. So Leo Chenal is definitely my most important player.
Interesting. So let's do this. Let's get into the game, right? Let's get into the game. We're gonna play Sunday. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And since we're on that note, I want everybody in the comments, if you're a Bills fan, let's enlighten CJ, right? I'm gonna go to Matt first since he talked about Leo Chenal, and I'm sure he probably has another player. But Matt, just give him a player right? Just one player that may not necessarily come through all the time on the, you know what I'm saying, Doppel, you know what I mean? The pundits they're not always talking about it, but we as Bills Mafia fans, we see him, we want to highlight him, we want to let them know that, listen, you're going to see this person on the field. He's going to show up. So, Matt, who is that player for the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, that player for the Buffalo Bills is Dorian Williams. I mean, he is a second-year linebacker getting a lot of burn with Milano being in. He's our leading tackler. He's everywhere. The dude, you'll see him in every offensive play. You'll see him around the ball. You know, so I definitely think you'll see him a lot. You'll see his name called a lot, but he's not a heavily talked about player in the national media right now. But he's doing a little bit of everything on defense in Milano's absence, and I think he'll be very vital this week in the run game. I don't know if Pacheco is back. I saw there were some reports that he might be getting close. He's been very, very good in the pass cover, or pass defense. He's got a heavy task in Kelsey and Justin Watson and the boys. So he's going to show up on Sunday, I think.
Yo, CJ, real quick, how did y'all feel about getting Hunt back? Was that like a bittersweet moment? Was it like, we got him back? Or what was that? I mean, y'all been winning without him, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But how did y'all feel getting Hunt back in the fold?
Bro, it was like an epiphany. Like, if you would have showed us a picture in 2017, 2018, like, hey, he's going to be on the team 6 years later, they would have called you crazy. Like, half the fan base never thought he would come back. But like you said, it was like an emergency situation. Like, you was down 2 running backs. You got to do what you got to do. So, like, McKinnon didn't come back. Pacheco got hurt week 2 in the season. So there was I wanted us to bring in a third running back because McKinnon didn't come to training camp. They didn't bring him back. So I wanted us to go get another back during training camp. And I saw his name. I was like, Cleveland didn't have him in training camp. So he's sitting at the crib. Like, is he hurt? Like, what's going on? Like, is bro not healthy? So I want them to bring him in to the team during July and August to get him ready for the season. So the fact that we did sign him and he's exceeded my expectations. I expected him to come in and be a guy that can contribute, like you said, but he's been getting 20+ carries for like 5 straight weeks, bro. The only running back that has more carries than him is like Derrick Henry. I think for the last like 4 or 5 weeks. It's crazy, like how much they're using him. You can tell he slowed down a little bit last week. So
league winner? Nah,
I mean,
not even.
Even on my fantasy team, he been killing for me. I was like, I didn't think he was gonna give him that many touches. I'm thinking 14, 15.
Nah, they give him the workload.
Workload for real. And then Pacheco coming back, like Matt said. So I'm happy for him. Like I seen him around the city when he was here a few years ago. So I was sad to see him go. We know the situation and what happened, but it's like a joyous occasion to see him come back because nobody deserves this much more than him, bro. It's like what he did was wrong. He made a mistake. He was a young kid. He was young. We all make mistakes when we were young, 22, 23. But to have this type of redemption season in the team that you left, and now you get a chance to go win a championship, you can't write a better story than this. Bro.
I remember when y'all won the championship. It was that video of him crying. He was just like, wow. He was just crying while it was just like it was surreal. So yeah, definitely,
crazy, bro.
I mean, y'all not gonna win it this year, but he still ain't gonna get one. So
we gotta get him one. Huh?
So CJ, who is the player for y'all that you like? If you could highlight a player, unsung hero. I know you just named one. Do you have anybody else that we need to look for?
Another unsung hero. Probably be our tight end too, Noah Gray. Noah Gray's probably been. I think of all pass catchers that have caught like 25+ targets or had 25+ targets, I think he has the highest catch rate in the league as far as those guys. So he's been one of the more dependable guys in a room that's been guys been leaving. Like Jody Fortson, our other tight end 3 went down. We lost Jared Wiley, our rookie tight end at TCU for the year as well. So we've been having a lot of injuries. Rasheed Rice, Hollywood Brown. A lot of guys been coming in and out the lineup. We're trying to get Pacheco back. He's been a steady Eddie. He's been consistent for us all year. So I love everything Noah Gray's done for us this year, among other guys. But if I had to name somebody, it'd be Noah Gray for sure. Everything they throw to Noah Gray's way, he probably comes down with it. He has a very high catch rate for a reason, for sure.
Interesting. Okay, Noah Gray. Rad, do you have a player that you want to highlight?
That I want to highlight?
Yeah, shout out to the comments. He keeps saying y'all need to highlight the refs. Jaheim Wilder. I don't know why he's
my guy obviously second Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir is our guy, yak guy. Anytime you get the ball, he makes something happen. I thought that was I thought our faith in him was the reason why we didn't go get a number 1 in the offseason. I thought we really wanted to feature Khalil. Obviously, Amari Cooper has came on now, but for me, Khalil, even that rookie year, I saw his tape. I watched him play. I said, "Oh yeah, football player. He can make it move. He can make moves." So for me, For me is Khalil Shakir. I think finding more creative ways to get him the ball. He's always making that first guy miss. He's never going down on that first. The first guy always miss him. So for me, Khalil Shakir is the guy I always gonna highlight.
Listen, for me, it's Christian Benford. Like, he's best corner in the league. Lockdown, Revis Island, some would say.
Would they?
I would. That's just me though. Like,
okay.
But y'all know, but listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I've been saying that. Listen, since we got Benford, since we got him, I said that he ought to play. You know what I'm saying? I've always been saying that he top notch. Y'all always laughed at me when I said that, and the proof is in the pudding. Shout out to PFF. He grades out as the second best corner in the league. So shout out to him. Benford Island now. But it's funny because when you look at
something else,
when you look at the Chiefs,
Benford Hotel, maybe
anything.
Benford Suites. I don't know.
I like that Benford Suites. But
yeah, see, trademark. Hit me up. Trademark.
When you look at the Chiefs, interestingly enough, like just even the last game, right? We talked about Kareem Hunt. Kareem had like 12 targets. Obviously, we know Travis Kelce. He had multiple targets.
I mean,
it's just
crazy.
like receivers. I mean, y'all got D-Hop, but it's like receivers. Y'all lacking in that department, right? In the receiver room. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we have some injuries as well. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to play this game, kind of just see how we feel about the game, and then we're gonna get our predictions and move forward. But I wanted to ask this question. Everybody to the panel. We're gonna go round robin. Who's gonna have more passing yards? Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes? I'm gonna let our guests go first. And why? Why do you think that is?
More passing yards. Mm-hmm. I think I had a little nugget. I heard Juju may be active this week.
Oh, okay.
I think that'll help us out. So passing yards. Is Keon Coleman still out?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely out.
But Amari Cooper's in.
We don't know.
TBD.
Yeah, TBD.
Yeah, game time.
Yeah, that changes. If those two are out, I would lean Pat. But if one of those plays, I would probably go Josh, just because I think our defense has played better. We'll probably make it out to an early lead, which may force Josh to may throw the ball more. So for now, given what we know, I'll probably lean Pat, but that could change based off. If Cooper plays, then I would probably give it to Josh. But right now, I'm going to go Pat.
Interesting. Okay, Matt, how do you feel? Who's more passing yards?
So I'm gonna probably go. I will go with Pat on this one. I think that we're gonna be. I think we've shown success in the run game. I think last week Josh ran a lot more. I think he's gonna be in a scenario where he might have to run a little bit more this week, because I know that the Chiefs defense they're gonna come from. You got Chris Jones, who is a problem. You got Karlaftis. You got Nick Bolton blitzing all the time. I think Josh should be able to use his legs a little bit more. And then James Cook and Ray Davis have been a pretty good 1-2 punch for us this year. So I don't think Josh will be passing that much. But also on the flip side, like CJ alluded to, we don't really know who our receiving core is going to be this week. Dalton Kincaid went out with his knee. He's up in the air. McDermott said yesterday that he's going to see how he does later in the week. He may be inactive. Keon Coleman's definitely out. Then Amari is on a day-to-day pain threshold type of scenario. So I don't know who our receiving core is really going to be fully.
Y'all think he got HO in his blood, bro? I think Amari got HO in his blood, bro. What you think, bro? What you think? Preach, talk to me. You 3 weeks in. What's your feeling? Do he got HO in his blood, bro?
How I look is Amari Cooper's not on our team. Right? Like, no, I'm serious. Like, listen. I'm a realist. I know how I feel. I give it up. I'm honest. Like, how I look at it is he's just not on our team right now. And until he starts playing, then I will readjust how I feel about him and our receiving core. Because
but he scored first game with y'all. He got
but he also dropped passes too. Like, listen. I'm not listen. I'm not mad that we got Amari Cooper. I'm not mad, but also at the same time, it is what it is. Proof is in the pudding.
It is what it is.
Like, until listen, if he waits and then he wants to play in the playoffs and he just wants to be amazing, I'm okay with that too. But Rad, how you feel? Oh, just to answer the question on the weather. Weather's gonna be fine.
It should be,
maybe a little bit.
No
nippy,
snowballs this time.
Yeah, no snowballs. Sun is gonna be out. Be fine.
Football weather.
Yeah, football weather.
Great football weather. I think I gotta go Pat. Pat put it up. They throw the ball like 40, 42 to 43 times a game. I mean, he's just going to have the opportunity to throw the ball more times than Josh. Josh, probably 30, 34 or whatever. Pat is gonna put up 40 some passes a game. That's the last few games that's he gotten up to 40, I think, passes a game. So I think he's just gonna have the more opportunities to pass. I think Josh obviously runs with the ball too. So some of the opportunities where he is dropped back is gonna be a run. So I think by default, I'm gonna go Pat. He's gonna be around close to 300, 280, 300. I think Josh gonna be around that 250, 240 range. So I gotta give it to Pat.
Okay, so who's going to have more sacks? I'm going to go to Matt first. Who's going to have more sacks? I think that's going to be a big part of the game and kind of give an analysis as to why. But, Matt, I'm going to go to you first. Who's going to have more sacks, the Chiefs or the Bills?
I would give the nod to the Bills just be due to Josh's escapability, man. And he bails out the line a lot with his ability to get, to move. And not saying that Pat can't move, it's just that Josh is a little bit different with it. You know what I'm saying? With his physical ability and being able to get away from guys. So I think we'll have more sacks in this game.
How do you feel, CJ? Who's going to have more sacks?
No, I agree. I definitely would probably say Pat. If anybody gets sacked more, it'd probably be Pat. Our left tackle situation is going to be kind of wonky. Wanye Morris is our second-year starter out of Oklahoma. So he's trying to solidify himself there. He's had good games and bad games and been inconsistent at times. And like you said, Josh's athleticism is crazy. He's the guy I fear, obviously, after Lamar, I fear the most because he's just the three hardest quarterbacks with the least amount of sacks every year coming into the season are always Pat, Josh, and Lamar in some kind of order. Those three guys don't really get sacked a lot just because their escapability, like Matt said. And Josh Allen's just a freak of nature. If it wasn't for Lamar Jackson, he'd probably be the most athletic quarterback in the game. He's just crazy what he does on the football field. Even those 2 touchdowns he ran in, that's just Josh Allen being Josh. No matter where you think you got to contain, he figures out a way to get out of it. So you don't rush to sack him, you rush to contain him with a guy like Josh Allen. So I would definitely go Pat. Would probably get him sacked more time this week for sure.
Right, how you feel? Jaheim is saying that Von Miller's going to have a great game, but
that's
not true. That's listen, trust me, no. But how you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like when I've been watching the Chiefs, I feel like I don't know if it's true, but it feels like Pat is just getting sacked more. It just he's just been taking more. He's just been taking more sacks. It's just like the offense it's not that three. Just get it out. It's been like waiting for people.
You got it.
You can't even talk. You can't even talk. You know what I'm saying? It haven't been everybody now on the same page. You got D-Hop. Only 2-3 weeks. Obviously, Xavier Worthy, we could talk, rookie who haven't necessarily clicked with that. And obviously, Kelsey just now getting back, not just now, but he's getting revved up and he's in prime Kelsey right now. So everything ain't as great as it was in the past. It's not like the Bills are so much better, but I feel like, Pat just been holding it a little longer and he's been getting a little more. It just, when I watch the games, he looked like he's getting sacked a little more. So I gotta go Pat.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let's do this. We're gonna round up the show. So we're going to get our score predictions. So get ready to give me your score predictions of the game. But real quickly, I just want to go around. I want to ask everybody one key for success. What is the one major key for success? If your team, the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, if your team is going to win, everybody in the comments, if you can give me one key for success, one main key, what is that key? When we say, if the narrative is the Bills win, right? Come Sunday night, Bills win. Rad, what happened for that to happen?
What I would like to happen is that
one key for success
for me is Josh fourth quarter play.
Okay,
Josh, who do Josh Allen turn into in the fourth quarter? Is he tight? Is he trying to win it all in one play? Or is he gonna take what he can? If it's who is Josh gonna become in the because we know what Pat gonna do. Pat got the ball last. We know we got everybody got the confidence in the world for Pat, even his opponents. Who is Josh Allen gonna be in the fourth quarter? Is he gonna lead a touchdown drive? He gonna make the right plays? Is he matured enough to that we feel the same way that y'all feel about Pat? Like, when he got the ball in the fourth quarter, we know he gonna take us down and do the best he could and probably get in the end zone. Who Josh Allen in the fourth quarter? That's all it is to me. If he's good in the fourth quarter, we can win. If he's not, we'll see.
Okay, I got Mike D in the comments. Mike said 7, not 3. We need to score, no field goals. Shout out to Swan saying he said consistent pressure on Mahomes, and Jaheim said main key defeat the refs. He's been consistent, y'all. So I'm gonna go to Matt. Matt, Bills win. What happens? What's the key for success?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna piggyback with the comments. 7, not 3. Obviously, we gotta win. We gotta win our drives. But the flip side of that is getting Mahomes off the field. The Chiefs They're second in the league in time of possession. So if Josh Allen doesn't have the ball, he can't beat anybody. And Pat having the ball for the majority of the game, he'll beat everybody, which is what he's done, right? So I think get those guys off the field, man. Don't let them convert third downs. Don't let them grind out drives, and get Josh the ball back in his hands to go score, because we can go do it.
And flip what Mike said on the defense: 3s, not 7s.
Yeah,
So
Thanks.
Chiefs win. CJ, what's the key for success for y'all?
Yes, sir. Same thing that Matt says. Like, we've been the best. We number one offense on third down. We've been this year, which is crazy to say amongst all the sacks and all the correlation we've had in our receiving core. But obviously, no turnover, like Jody said. Obviously, no turnovers. But converting on third down, we've been the best third down offense. We've been the most possession football offense in the league as well. So finishing our drives, 7s, not 3s, like y'all said. Keeping Josh Allen off the field. We know when he's on there, he's explosive. He can make any throw he wants to make. So if we're finishing, we know our defense is the best in the league. I think I've confidently have said that most of the year. We haven't given up, I think, no more than 28 to 30 points in over a year since our Philly Super Bowl 2 years ago. So it's been a long time since the defense has given up points.
Y'all ain't losing in almost a year. Y'all haven't. When the last time y'all lost the game?
Since the Super Bowl, since that Raiders game on Christmas last year. So that was the last one. So
That's
crazy.
It's been a long time. So our defense has been amazing. I would love to see us get off to a faster start and play with our defense with a lead. We have a tendency to let other teams score first, and then we have to figure out a way to grind out the game, and then we figure out a way to win it at the end. So for this week, I would love to see us get a lead, score first, preferably a touchdown, but just go down the field. Like Matt said, we could have a long scoring drive. Obviously go down and get some kind of points to give our defense some kind of cushion, not just obviously get up 3 and out and then let the team go score on us, and then we have to figure out a way to come back, because that's what most of our game, I think 7 of our 9 wins have been one possession wins, and we probably come back in probably 6 or 7 of those wins. So
all right, CJ, too much. We don't care what the Chiefs gonna do. We don't care. We don't care. How about that? We don't care.
It's funny.
We don't care.
They say they start slow.
We don't care. How about that? How about that?
They start slow, but we start slow too. So I want to see that. Like, I let's see who doesn't start slow. But let's do this. Let's do this. Listen, everybody in the comments, give me your score predictions right now. Put your score predictions in the comments right now. But before we do that, Matt, please let the people know who won the contest last week for the Colts game and how they can enter into the contest this coming week against the Chiefs.
Yeah, so last week we had Amanda M. She won the contest. She was closest to Josh Allen's passing yards. Nobody predicted the correct score. So we won our first tiebreaker. This week we have the game of the year, game of the week, score prediction contest. How to enter. You're going to be following us and Art of Glass Smoke Shop. You're going to predict the Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs score. And then as a tiebreaker, if nobody predicts the correct score, we're going to go with closest to Josh Allen's passing yards. And then as a secondary, we're going to do James Cook's rushing yards this week. So you're going to do that. You're going to enter on any one of our platforms. And the winner of the contest will get a $20 gift certificate to Art of Glass Smoke Shop. So definitely enter into that. It's going to close at 4 o'clock on Sunday. Good luck and go Bills.
Matt, give me a score prediction.
Score prediction. I think we're going to put the 30 up on the Chiefs this week. I think it's going to be 31-23 Bills.
Oh,
31-23 Bills.
I was pretty close. I said 31-13 last week.
Okay. We got 27-24 Chiefs, 20-24, 27 refs. We got 2017 Bass walk-off 51-yard field goal. And Mike, 34-29 Chiefs. CJ, what's your score prediction?
I got Chiefs money line. You dig? It's probably gonna. I think the spread I saw is up to 2.5, 3.5. I'm definitely gonna hammer that Chiefs 3. I love that. I'm gonna go Chiefs. Everybody kind of got the same thing I'm thinking. I was thinking like 23-20, 27-24, but all the receivers are out, so that kind of scares me because I'm like, if Amari Cooper plays and like Keon's out, like they can throw the ball a lot more. But if not, I think both teams are gonna run the football. Like Kareem's going to get a lot of touches. Ray and James going to get touches as well. I'm going to go Chiefs 24, Bills 23, Harrison Butker walk-off.
HB. I'm taking under on this. I think this is a low-scoring game. I think the over-under is 46.5. So I'm gonna go Bills. I'm gonna go Bills 21-20. 21-20, low-scoring game. We eke it out. 21-20 Bills.
Okay. For me, this is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely a tough one. But I got Bills 23. I got Chiefs 22. Bills 23, Chiefs 22. I think it's going to be some missed field goals, some missed extra points, a lot of chicanery. But I do think the Bills is going to win only because we're going to have the ball last. And we're going to have the ball last, and we're going to figure out a way to win. Or the other way, we just blow out the Chiefs, and everybody lives to fight another day. But listen, we appreciate everybody in the comments. Definitely appreciate everybody in the comments. Definitely appreciate your score predictions. We definitely appreciate our guy CJ for coming on. He's been coming on every single year, man. Listen, every single year. So, man, we definitely appreciate him. CJ, you want to shout out anything?
Yes, shout out to all my Chiefs people. Shout out Kingdom Cast, the whole crew. We should be actually our show's gonna go live right after this. I'm gonna hop on in with y'all. So if anybody you want to see come on us, talk about the game, talk about the matchup, definitely at Kingdom Cast with K's on both Kingdom and Cast. I appreciate y'all having me on always. Y'all know it's family. It's always love.
Absolutely. Appreciate everybody.
Check that out. Go check that out.
Yeah, definitely go check that out to tap in. And y'all know how we end every show with a little bit of that. Hey. Hey. That's all y'all gonna hear.
Buffalo's gonna win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and down.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated.